Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet again another Salamangreat deck profile. More than anything, I just wanted to, record my progress with the deck. I'm gonna be playing this deck for a while, and I like looking through my profiles, seeing what's changed, and I also like bringing you guys the profiles because I've been working hard on this deck, and I like showing what the build has changed, how it's changed, and why it's changed. But let's just get right into it. First off, you're playing your 9 best cards, your 9 starters, Spinny, Cassell, and Foxy. I've seen a lot of people cut Foxy to 2 or Spinny to 2, but honestly, like, Cassell's your 1 card combo, these guys are your 2 card combos. Like, if you draw Spinny and Foxy, you're in a pretty good space. Excuse me. They can get you to Cassell really easily, and yeah, I mean, Foxy's really good because he can help you play through floodgates. Like, a lot of the times when I'm playing like a back row deck, like True Draco or Ortigeist or something, I usually send Foxy to the graveyard with Gazelle, just because his effect to summon himself by discarding a Salamangreat card is so useful. But yeah, 9 of them, nothing changes. Like, I personally believe everybody should be running 3 of each of those. For the one-offs, we're actually playing 5 Cyberse monsters. Lady Debug, of course. It's that one. You gotta play that one. Jack, Jaguar, Falco, and Fowl. They don't need that much explaining. They're standard in the deck. Now 1 copy of Raccoon. I started testing with Raccoon, and I like this card a lot. Like, it has a hand effect where when someone declares an attack, you discard it, and your Salamangreat monster can't be destroyed by battle that turn. Plus, you gain the attack equal to the attack of whoever was attacking it. So a lot of situations, like, I would get super polyed and I didn't have any like follow-up plays, I would basically lose to super poly. But Raccoon helps you a lot with that. It's searchable through Circle, or if it's in the graveyard and your Salamangreat destroys the monster by battle, it goes back to your hand. So I think it's a good one-off, and it's my personal like little tech I've been playing. Moving on to the other monsters, 2 copies of Reclusia. This card's really good. It's kind of like a combo enabler. Like, this with Spinny, you have a combo. This with Foxy, you don't have a combo. Or, like, let's say you draw this in Gazelle, and your Gazelle sends Spinny, and they call by the grave or something, or they DD Crow it. You can continue your plays with Reclusia. Also, it lets you out Goliath and like Thunder Dragon deck, because you just special it to the Saruja, or against Sky Striker, you special it to the Shisuku zone, and that way you can pop, like, maybe you know where their Engage or their Widow Anchor is, or if anything, you can just pop the multi-roll just to not have to deal with it. But 2 Reclusia, I think it's really good. And last, we're playing for the hand traps, 2 Phantasmes. I don't know if I would play 3 if I got 3. Like, the card is really good against every deck that runs links, but like when you draw this against True Draco or like Guru Control, it's just so dead. Like, against Ultra Guys is not bad because you can get the Link Karibo and summon it, or off the Hextia and summon it, and it helps you play against Siliquidus. But I think 2's fine. But if you don't have them, like, don't even stress it. 2 Ghost Ogres. I'm thinking of bumping this back up to 3 and adding a Need Tally just to have an additional extender. Ghost Ogre is really good, very versatile in many matchups. 3 Effect Veiler. I was running 2, but honestly, the fact that this doesn't even care about like the way your opponent chains their effects, the fact that regardless of anything, you could just Effect Veiler whatever, regardless of how a chain is set up, it's really good. And the thing is, Orcus can play through 1 hand trap, so I wanted to up my hand trap count just so like I could stop them if they're going first. So I think 3 Veilers is really good. And last but not least, Triple Ash. Ash, you guys already know this card is really good. And the fact that it can be added from Sunlight Wolf is amazing. Moving on to the spells. We're playing a very small spell count. Only 7 spells. Monster Reborn, I felt, is really good. Like, it's an extender turn 1. And if you're going second, this really has helped me break so many boards. And it's better than Will, in my opinion. Will can get Ghost Ogre And even though Will is kind of searchable, Monster Reborn is just so clutch. Like, the fact that you can summon from your opponent's graveyard is really good. 2 call by. I think 2 is good. I see a lot of people run 3. And I mean, I get it. 3 call by guarantees that your plays will go off. But like, there's been multiple times where I've just drawn call by the grave and a bunch of other like spells or traps that don't do anything. So I just cut it down to 2. It's still really good for me. Like, I always draw it when I need it, but I never see too much of it. And of course, if you're playing Salamangreat, you gotta play 3 Circle, 1 Sanctuary. Not much to say there. Circle is the best card in the deck. Now for the trap lineup, we're running a very heavy trap lineup. We're running 4 Solemn cards, 3 Strike, and 1 Judgment, along with 2 Crackdown. Honestly, Crackdown's really good. Like, I wanted another card to help me against Sky Strikers, and if you just Crackdown their like Kagari or whatever card, whatever link monster, so that way Ray can't come back. Like, if you take their Kagari and then link it to a Hida, and then Hida's effect to take the Kagari back, like, that's just so free. It's a really good card, and it can just help. Like, I think it's good, but I think I'm gonna cut Judgment because I don't know. Like, I put it in against evenly match, but it's like I've gotten evenly matched with this in the deck, or sometimes I draw this and they don't have evenly match. So I think I might cut it, but it's a good card. Strike is just so good. Like, anytime I see Strike, I pretty much like think I'm gonna win the game. The only time Strike is bad is against Light Stage, when they Light Stage your Strike and you just kind of cry. But besides that, Strike is really good. Like, Light Stage is just a strong card. And of course, we're playing 2 of the traps, Rage and Roar. I've been going really back and forth on the ratios for the traps. Like, I used to play 2 Rage. When I started playing the deck at first, I would play 2 Roars. But honestly, 1 and 1 is the best number, in my opinion. These, you don't really want to draw them, but like, playing them at 1, it's good if you draw it, because then you can just send the other one of Gazelle. But like, the thing I learned about playing 2 of them is like, one time I drew 2 Rage, and that was just so dead. Like I was praising Rage, and it is a really good card, but seeing 2 Rage in your opening hand and no monsters, it just sucks. So I think 1 and 1 is a perfect ratio. Nothing much to say there. Maybe if the Mystic Mind deck gets like dumb popular, maybe 2 Rage would be good, because it's like an out we have. But for now, I think 1 is good. Extra deck, it's all pretty standard. Not much explanation. Triple Phalanx, triple Cat, triple Sunlight Wolf, triple Dog, 2 Heat Leo, Tiger. Yeah, standard. You should be playing this ratio. If you're playing 2 Phalanx, then you must be playing Salamangreat wrong, because I go through my 3 Phalanx every grind game, every single grind game. Like, if the game lasts more than 2 turns, I will use all my 3 Phalanx, and I will use them to the best of their abilities. But yeah, you should be playing those 10. Now, 2 Mirage Stalio. I've seen a lot of lists start running 2. Last format, everybody was running 1. Everybody said you only need 1. And I agreed with them. But for some reason, I added a second one. And honestly, the second one comes up so much for me. Like, last format, sometimes I would be like, oh, damn, I wish I could summon Stalio right now. Like, if you get Hand Trap or something and you can't recur it back. Because usually Stalio summons your Jack Jaguar. So if they like Asher Stalio or Valor it, you won't really have a way to recur it back. But having the second one just helps so much. And this card is so, the bouncing effect when you link it off is so good. Like, that's my favorite effect. And having 2 of it just lets you do that effect twice. And if you recycle it back, you can do it more. But I felt like 2 was perfect. This card tutors out all your monsters from the main deck. So why not run 2 of them? And also, Jack Jaguar, you mainly want to be shuffling back your Sunlight Wolf, just because Sunlight Wolf is like the best part of the deck. So I think 2 Mirage Stalio is pretty good. And to the non-Salamangreat XYZs, just a Biz Dweller. We are like the only deck that can make a Biz Dweller consistently. Like, if you think about like the top decks like Sky Striker, Orcus, Salamangreat, True Draco, and any other deck in there, like, not a lot of them can make a Biz Dweller. But the thing is Dweller is so good this format. It's only kind of bad against Striker. But like, again, Orcus, it's pretty good. Against Thunder Dragons, they can play around it, but you can't really set up an amazing board turn 1 for Thunder Dragon. So a Biz Dweller just helps you a little bit. This is crazy good against True Draco. Like, True Draco has like the best matchup for us. Like, well, True Draco beats Salamangreats, like technically speaking, but Dweller just changes all of that. Dweller making their spells and traps not able to destroy you is just so powerful. Like I blind Dweller so many times just because Dweller is really good this format. And against Orcus, they just can't activate their effects in Grave. Like, and it also stops the dangers if they get discarded. Now for the non-Salamangreat Link monsters, Link 2 is just playing Hida and Phoenix. Phoenix is 100% necessary. You cannot play without Phoenix. My favorite part is summoning Phoenix and discarding a Salamangreat for costs. And then on resolution, I'll trigger Gazelle's effect just to like play against like they can only be one or things like that. So Phoenix is so good, and Hida, the fact that Hida is being played by Sky Strikers just shows you how good the monster is. Like Kagari's at 1, and Sky Strikers are still playing Hida. Like this monster just gives you so much like versatility, helps you so much. I was playing against Orcus, and they super polyed me into a Violet Chimera, but they didn't kill me. They just went on to do their Orcus play. And I summoned the Violet Chimera from Hida and attacked the Morningstar, the Dingirsu. And this card floats into your Gazelle. Like a lot of the times, like I'll set a hand trap and they'll attack into it and it'll live because of its 18 defense. And then I'll summon like an Effect Veiler and I'll flip like the Ash Blossom and I'll make Hida. And when this gets destroyed, I get to search the Gazelle. So it's like a nice way to get into your engine if you don't have your engine going. Sometimes I'm even tempted to play 2 of Hida, but I think 1 is perfect. And last, your 2 kind of boss monsters, Transcode and Borreload. Transcode's good. Like one time I summoned it, used its effect to summon a Sunlight Wolf right under it. And then I linked the Sunlight Wolf and something else into like a Heat Leo. And then Heat Leo effect to spin something back. And my opponent tried to, whatchamacallit, infinite permanence it. But, you know, thanks to Transcode, it can't be targeted. So it has like its nice applications. But I'm probably going to end up cutting it. Even though I like it, I just don't like usually when I summon it, I'm locked out of the extra monster stone and I'm locked out of like summoning extra monsters. Because usually I want to have the co-link and I just don't have any other zones to point to. But it's not bad and it's relatively cheap. Like I don't think it's more than 50 cents. So yeah, it's not bad, but I'm definitely thinking of cutting it. And Borreload is just Borreload. Like it's just a good ass card. Like you should be running it. Last, we're just gonna go through my side really quick. Okay, so 2 Lancia for the Orcus and the Thunder Dragon matchup. I might bump this up to 3. It's really good. We're playing 4 no spells. So 3 anti-spells and 1 Imperial Order. Mainly side D's going in against Sky Striker going first because they can actually break your board pretty easily. Like jamming waves is like one hell of a card against this deck. And yeah, like Striker's is a hard matchup for us. Draco's a hard matchup for us. So I just side these in going first. Like this with Dweller against Draco is game. Against Striker, like flipping these on the standby and this like in response to something, it's really good. Like they have a really hard time outing it. 2 Gamma Seals. It's good against Sky Striker. It's good against Thunder Dragon. It's kind of good against Orcus, but not really. Like, it depends what version they're playing. Like, if they're playing, like, the VFD version, you can just kill the VFD with the Gamma Seal. But, yeah, I think Gamma Seal is really good. 2 is nothing. Like, I've thought of playing it at 3, but I think 2 is perfect. Alright, and we're playing triple Twin Twister. I was maining these, but I was maining 2 of them, but I put them back in the side. I feel like they're perfect in the side. Like, they're so dead against Thunder Dragons, and that was the one thing that made me cut them from my main list, because round 4, on the sneak preview, I ended up playing Thunder Dragons, and I opened up Twin Twister, and it was just like a dead card, and I just said, screw it, I'm just putting these back in the extra deck. But yeah, Twin Twister is really good, especially in this deck. If you Twin Twister, send a Salamangreat monster, then trigger your Gazelle. Like, that's pretty strong. And of course, every side deck should be running 3 Pankratops. Like, if you're not running Pankratops, like, you're just doing something wrong. Unless you're Mystic Mind. But this card, This card outsboards by itself. Like, you attack something, you pop something. Like, this card applies so much pressure. Like, the card, if you're going into game 2 and you're gonna make your opponent go second, should always have Prankatops in your head because everybody's citing it. Last but not least, I'm just playing one Typhoon. Just additional back row removal, and it's good against like Draco. Like, they activate Diagram, set something, and to use Diagram's effect, you can snipe it. You can snipe the multi-roll. Like, I just think it has a lot of versatility. I'm probably gonna up this up to 2. But yeah, sorry the profile was so long. Just wanted to bring a quick profile, quote unquote quick. But thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Peace.